shit.
A playable boss character in a video game is like a roller coaster ride. It's such a satisfying experience. Then you fall off the ride and die. It's such a satisfying experience each and every time. Many of us, I assume, have faced against at least one boss character throughout our lives. But playing as said boss character can be an unnecessary but satisfying reward. So here are a few bosses we're going to talk about, and we're going to start by talking about my favorite OG Xbox game. To put it simply, Whacked is a party game, and I love it. And this character, spoiler alert, is fantastic. He's the one that you face in the final level of the game, and he's playable. But here's what's funny. Considering that all 8 characters in Whacked are balanced, including the boss himself, Mr. Fantastic, what this means is that no matter what character you choose, luck and skill only matters. Now you're probably asking yourself, well, if Vant is balanced just like all the other characters, then what makes him so special? Why is he labeled as a boss? Simple. He's a boss character due to the importance that he has in-game and just in the plot as a whole. He's also a boss due to the position he's been put in, and most importantly, he is the one that you face in the final level of the game. You know what? For an unlockable boss, he is truly worth every minute. He truly is fantastic.
Get it? Great. Hilarious. A knee slapper.
Another one of my favorite Xbox games is Jet Set Radio Future, and this game has playable boss characters as well. To give a complete rundown of the plot, you play as a group of skaters known as the GGs to stop the big bad man himself known as Goji. Long story short, the final level of the game, which is being shown right now, is decent at best, and I'm saying that nicely. Long story short, Goji turns into his evolved form known as Akamu. It means nightmare in Japanese. And the boss battle is pretty simple. You spray him, he dies. Goji and Akamu are of course playable, but what interests me the most is not only that they're playable, but it's their in-game stats. A fantastic video by KeybadeBlox basically shows us how the in-game stats are false. Here's an example. Here's Goji's stats, and here's Akamu's stats. They seem to be the same, but they're not. With Akamu just having overall more health and just being better overall, to not my surprise, it's kind of funny how the game itself would unironically lie about the stats. Or ironically. Either way, if you want to know more about this whole stats situation, KeybadeBlox's video will be linked in the description. And just like that, let's move on to the next character. Mortal Kombat. You see, when it comes to Mortal Kombat bosses, what comes to mind? Maybe Shao Kahn, maybe Onaga, or maybe even Kronika. For me, it's fucking Blaze, bitches! As I was saying, the backstory of Blaze will take a while to explain, so let me keep it in the most shortest context as possible. Blaze was enslaved, he then turns into this lava monster, and now everybody wants to kill him. Blaze is, to not my surprise, the best character in the game. But if you want to know how to unlock him, here's how. Go into the crypt and select the question mark icon. The question mark is basically a series of codes if you want to unlock certain stuff in the game. For the Wii version, if you want to unlock him, put in YB left L left X to unlock him. For the Xbox version, put in YX left right trigger left B. And finally, for the PlayStation 2 version, put in triangle square left L1 left circle. And that is it when it comes to Blaze. If you guys want to know a little bit about Blaze and the backstory behind Armageddon, a series of playthroughs will be linked in the description. And just like that, let's move on to the next character. Ganon from Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. And yes, I know he was playable in the original Hyrule Warriors, but we're not fucking talking about that. So what is the story of Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, you may ask? Well, there's this light white chick, and then there's this evil dark chick, and apparently they're the same person, and some love shit happens, I don't even know. I really hate the same person story arc. It makes no sense with the actual context of the character designs. Anyway, Link is the main character, and Ganondorf is the evil villain, and he turns into this thing. And of course, he's playable. In a mode called Ganon's Fury, there are 3 different types of ways you can play this mode, but I recommend Survival Battle for the, how should I say, best experience. And by best, I mean the most frustrating. Anyway, the whole point of Ganon's Fury is to basically destroy other enemies and other bosses, as well, Ganon's evolved form. Now, it may look easy, but it's fucking not. For example, if you complete Survival Battle 1, you will unlock Survival Battle 2. If you complete Survival Battle 2, you'll unlock Survival Battle 3, so on and so forth. It's a great thing that it's hard, but not at the same time due to how repetitive the bosses are. Although I will give Ganon's Fury a plus, I do like to feel like I'm on the edge of my seat with this type of stuff, and even though Ganon's Fury is hard, it's hard for all the wrong reasons. Basically, it's challenging for all the wrong reasons, mostly due to its repetitiveness with the same overuses of the same boss over and over and over again, but I do love kicking ass, so yeah. And just like that, I'm ending today's video. Now, I can't promise that every single video I upload is going to be a discussion video, nor a video in this exact tone, but what I can promise is that these aren't the only types of videos that I'm going to be uploading to my channel. Because I'm all about that variety. Anyway, what's the moral of today's video? Having power and control can be fun sometimes. Bye bye.